Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Legal Ease and Life. I'm Bhuvanyaa Vijay, here to help you navigate the fascinating world of the law as promised. Today, I'll be diving into a topic that can sometimes be a bit confusing: the difference between illegal, unlawful, illicit, and illegitimate. For all the curious cats and articulate tongues out there, this video is especially for you. Everyday spoken English, these terms are often very conveniently used interchangeably. However, in the legal world, they can have very nuanced meanings. Let's break them down with the help of some common examples. First, we'll talk about illegal. This term is the strongest of them all because it's used to describe actions that are explicitly forbidden by law. If something is illegal, it means it is explicitly prohibited by the legislation of that country. For example, selling drugs is illegal because it violates several criminal laws. Let's take a hypothetical. If John is caught stealing narcotics, this is illegal in India under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act, the NDPS, which criminalizes the sale and distribution of controlled substances. Another example would be stealing a car. It's illegal because it violates criminal laws. Remember John, the criminal? What if he steals a car? Again, illegal under the Indian Penal Code, section 378, which defines theft as a criminal offense. Next up is unlawful. While it may sound similar to illegal, it is slightly different. Unlawful refers to actions that are not authorized by law but may not be explicitly criminal. It often covers broader civil matters. For instance, using company resources for personal gain is considered unlawful. Building a structure without, say, having the proper permits with you is considered unlawful. In a hypothetical, if Smriti builds a shed in her backyard without obtaining the necessary permits from the local authorities, it would be considered unlawful because it violates, say, the zoning regulations or the bylaws of that area of that locality, even though it may not necessarily be a criminal act. Likewise, if she uses her office computer to run a personal business, that too during work hours, this is definitely unlawful because it will violate her employment contract or, say, company policies, most likely, even though it might not be a criminal offense. It might not be illegal in that sense. Next, we come to illicit. Illicit usually refers to activities that are not only illegal, but also involve a moral or a social wrongdoing. It's often used in the context of drugs, of smuggling, or trafficking, or other underground activities. For example, engaging in a black market deal is illegal, but also illicit. Let's take a hypo. Say Tom participates in the sale of illegal drugs, like we discussed earlier, that is definitely illegal, violating the NDPS Act. But it's also illicit because, well, it's considered commonly morally wrong by the society. Illegitimate refers to something that lacks legal or formal authority, lacks the backing of the law. It's often used in contexts like family law or to describe someone's status. For example, if someone claims to be a lawyer without having the necessary qualifications, their practice is illegitimate. Let's take a hypothetical. Mike starts offering legal advice without having a law degree or a license to practice the law. His actions are illegitimate because he doesn't have the legal authority to act as a lawyer. Please note that sometimes what's illegitimate is also illegal. A quick recap. The first is illegal, which means it's explicitly forbidden by law, for example, selling drugs. The second was unlawful. It is not authorized by law. For example, using your office laptop for personal gain during work hours. The third is illicit. Illicit means something that is illegal, but also morally wrong. There is a moral dimension to it, like black market deals. Illegitimate is the fourth. It means lacking legal authority, like practicing law without a license. I hope this clears up the differences between these terms. Please do remember that in common language, we might use them interchangeably and it shouldn't really matter. But in the legal world, at least, for aspiring lawyers out there, law students, you need to know their specific meanings. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Legalese for more legal insights. Like always, if you have any specific questions or topics that you'd like me to cover, I request you to drop a comment below or to reach out to me on social media directly. Thank you.